boost mode. Oh shit! Oh shit! Again, guys, don't mind my hobbling, but this thing just reversed in here. It's a demo car. Let's see if I can pronounce it. Tell Mario. 547, he said. He's laughing. That's funny. He's got to stop gambling, maybe then he can afford one of these. Just kidding. All right, guys, we're about to cold start the R8 V10, baby. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, snap. When your business partner says, let's go to Motorcars of Atlanta, you go, you know what I'm saying? What up, fam? We're in Earth's R8 V10. We're on the way to Motorcars of Atlanta. There are a few STOs there. I believe there's an F8 Tributo, which is a Ferrari. There might be an SF90. All of those are around the same price range, which I think is high 300 into 400. SF90 might be even more. But when the SF90 came out, I think it was pushing almost $1 million. It's come down like 50% in price. The F8 has come down, I think, maybe 20%, 30% value. The STO keeps going up in price. Yeah. So we're gonna see if the STO is the right choice, because in 3 years, if you own the car for 3 years, why not sell it for more than it's worth? Whereas the SF90, you might have to buy that car and keep it as a collector piece, not drive it for like 10 years to really see a return. But at the same time, to get into $1 million plus car at a much lower price point and to enjoy it and to keep it forever, that might be an option too. But again, STO V10, like the R8, but very, very raw, right? More power. And you can supercharge it. Earth actually had a supercharged one in LA that he took out for a rental, so he knows what that's like. I personally think the STO is the right choice. We'll see. Wondering what gas prices are in the middle of Atlanta? It's like almost $5. This thing has an 18-gallon tank, 19-gallon tank. I think it has a 20. 20 gallons. But when he turns it on, we'll see the miles per gallon is like 11. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a 20-gallon tank. That's pretty sick. Oh boy. It's currently like 30 degrees outside. Probably colder. Wind chill. APD saw Earth fill up. He's like, all right. He's carrying two clips and a full tank of gas. Domestic terrorist.
I am Fleming. I am carrying.
Which you would never know, but it's true. It's true. Straight strap. You don't even know where it's at, fam. The ice is no joke. That's literally all ice, and this is Atlanta. That's crazy. So we were just saying, guys, rents have come down in Atlanta. In 2023, the one bedrooms in Midtown were like averaging $2,500. Now they've come back down to like $2,000. So we're thinking about leasing a Tesla, guys. That's a beautiful M8 right there. M850. And then you got the M-Light Blackwing over there. Whatever they call that one, the 350 TT. This is always a cluster. Just turn left here and then turn right into 400. It's also like freaking off-roading. Give it a little gas, no? The tires are cold. Oh, he's in S mode. Oh shit! Oh snap! Famous Buckhead tunnels, fam. No. Oh shit, he's cutting up. So if there are any Huracan STO owners in the audience, let us know what you think about the STO versus a Ferrari F8 Tributo versus a Ferrari SF90. And if you had an R8 V10 before then, what are your thoughts? Because that's what this ownership experience is going to be like, going from an R8 to an STO, F8 Tributo. A McLaren 720S is in the mix too. But our thought process is, if you get a McLaren 720, you still need the R8 or the Huracan, because you don't know if the McLaren is going to work every day. So now you have two supercars, basically. The McLaren is how you get into supercar ownership, collecting, I guess, because it's going to sit for a while. Oh, we got a fan, we got a fan. Yo, ever since Earth has been on the YouTube channel, people are saying, and he is looking good. He has lost some weight, guys, so we are very proud of that. Alright fam, we got the stick, always got it on me. No U-turn for trucks, but this is a R8, so here we go. Rolls-Royce, Lamborghini, Aston Martin, McLaren. Got the Urus up front. Some beautiful whips out here. Welcome to being a kid in a candy store. Yeah, that looks like a 650. Something like that with all these McLarens. This FedEx truck is hopefully not gonna cause any damage. Just kidding.
I don't know where customer parking is. We'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. A lot of Rolls Royces out here. Got a Charger in the back. Looks like they got a Revuelto somewhere in there, hiding inside. Revuelto, Revuelto.
Revuelto's, I think they're like the limited model.
Oh yeah.
5 of them.
It says Koenigsegg. Can you believe that? Can you freaking believe that? All right, guys, pulled up. Motorcars of Atlanta. Boom, 750S. Boom, Urus. Boom, beautiful Aston Martin. Pretty sick. Got a Carrera, a Rolls Royce, and another Urus that just started up behind us. Let's walk in, see what we got going on in there. All right, guys, don't mind me hobbling. Check it out. Got the Arturas all lined up. So if you like McLarens, come check out Motorcars of Atlanta. Hey, how are you? So I met Ryan, guys, remember? In Miami Lakes. He had an Artura, an orange one. This is a P1? Oh my gosh. Let me zoom in real quick. Oh, let's get a closer look, guys. And again, don't mind the stick. Alright guys, I think the music might get me a copyright strike, but whatever. Look at this. We got the STO up front, GT, 750S, a lot of 750Ss here, GT3, 600 LT, crazy cars. There's also an M4CS, it's sold. Check out these brand new Revueltos, guys. Frozen purple, orange, and then you got the Urises behind them and an STO with that mud carp. I think it still looks good. Blue and orange style. Again, guys, don't mind my hobbling, but this thing just reversed in here. It's a demo car. Let's see if I can pronounce it. Tell Mario. 547, he said. He's laughing. That's funny. He's got to stop gambling, maybe then he can afford one of these. Just kidding. All right, guys, this is not an experience most people have had yet to see one of these in person. This is a demo car, so they cannot sell it. This is the Huracan replacement. Crazy high red line. It is hybrid. It is 8 cylinders. And honestly, incredible. Looks beautiful. It's not too big. Kind of proportional. And the rear end is giving me like cyberpunk, you know, fighter jet vibes. So I really dig the car. Really dig it. It's another angle. Yeah, this would be perfect, right? Because you'd be going from the previous gen, basically in the R8, and Huracan to the new gen. Because there is no new R8, guys. This is it. Check it out, guys. The 600 LT lights just turned on. Now this is a beautiful car that I think for the money, if you're going to look at a GT3 RS, you want a track focused supercar, why not get a 600 LT?
Mostly cosmetic and then exhaust.
All right, guys, another car that you generally never see in person is a Speedtail. This thing is gorgeous. I saw one just a few days ago in Boynton Beach at that private collection, but it was green. This one is beautiful. I think this is an Artura. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. No idea what that is. And there's a P1 right there. And then check it out, guys. This is full carbon. Straight up full carbon. Absolutely outrageous. And then the Speedster, open top, is the Elva with the windshield. So dark it looks black, but it's for sure green. Green on tan Aston Martin, guys. Blue with the most interesting white interior with natural not carbon, wood. Throwback. That is nice. That's like a beach car. Bring over to Palm Beach. Guys, if you know what Aston Martin model this is, let me know. Looks like their flagship car.
Yeah. This is the 400K one.
This is the Big Daddy. And I think you can tell from the rear end, more squared off. All right, guys, behind me, you see the McLarens. Then there's a wall for individual customization of the Aston Martins. That is the big boy right there. I think that might be a V12. You guys tell me. Got some forward-facing camera content of the car, and I'm gonna get myself in the shot. You tell me, guys, what do you think this car is? Look at this thing, guys. Got the Lotus track car out here. Beautiful spec on this one. And then I believe this is a 650S. Okay. Look at those two together. Those look great. Haha. All right, hold on now. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, fam. So we were just at Motorcars of Atlanta, and literally no one came up to us for like 20 minutes. Now, we're not dressed the best, but you know, we've come to the conclusion that when you go to these showroom type dealerships for exotic cars, they expect you to know what you want. They're not going to really try to sell you the car. They just want to finish the paperwork with you. But on that note, when you see us, you know, in like a year or two and you're still not coming up to approach us, maybe we won't go to your dealership. So think about that. Also, we're stopping at NFA Burger in Dunwoody, which has a crazy freaking entrance here. Yeah, it's actually in a gas station at the Chevron. So let's pop this over. Made it. Somehow his back camera on while going forward.
Well, no, I turned it on.
Right, guys, we're with the no fucking around R8 with the no fucking around burger with the NFA Earth. Earth is not fucking around either. We saw those comments, guys, and it's true, man. He's looking good. Proud of this guy. So at NFA, guys, they will actually bring it out to your car. Let's get a little starting vid. Oh shit. What up, guys? I'm coming live from the North Forum HQ in Midtown Atlanta. And I came up this week for a few things. So North Forum obviously is an AI startup that I co-founded. We originally went after personal injury lawyers. We have pivoted to HVAC, which is home ventilation and air conditioning. So if you have an HVAC business and you want to show up on ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Perplexity, Claude, the AI search engines, you need to hit us up. So the link is always in my descriptions. We make sure that you show up. And so when homeowners who are customers that are in the moment, willing to find the right service provider, and they have the intent to then and there call and book, you need to get those homeowners to call you or to visit your website to fill out your form. And now people are using the AI apps. They're not using Google as much. So we want to meet them where they're at, and that's what North Forum helps you do. Okay? One thing I'll say is that we have expanded our efforts to increase the amount of channels we're reaching for outbound. We have Facebook ads, we've had LinkedIn ads. We're not going to do Reddit ads, but what we are going to do with North Forum is scale with other marketing agencies. So one thing as a business owner is that you have to start to learn how to delegate and let go. You can't find all the leads yourself, you know what I mean? You can't close all the leads yourself. So we're at that stage where we're now going to shift, pivot, scale, and grow. And you guys will see the results. You will gain the wisdom that I gain. And what a journey to be on, right? Because cars are always going to be central to everything, but to afford the lifestyle, to step into a new character level, right? A new wealth level, things like this have to be done. And my background with 15 years, 16 years plus of experience now across AI, finance, technology, you know, VP at BlackRock at 27, 3 AI startups under my belt that I was a leader in product and sales at. Now is the time for me to go on and do this with my own company, with Earth, my business partner, and at the same time take a lot of the principles that we're learning and apply it to another business that I have, which is the marketing side for automotive detailing and styling companies. It's another reason why I'm here. There's a big thing happening to my car while I'm here. Can't wait to show you guys. Caffeine and Octane is the first Sunday of the month, which is February 1st. So we're gonna unveil the car. And yeah, it's gonna be an incredible time. I am so happy to not be in that traffic anymore. Can you imagine?